It looks like we're live, maybe. Yeah, looks like we are live. Sorry for the silence. There's no music in the intro menu of this. Hey, I might as well transition to this. All right, give me a minute to get a few extra things set up while I do this. All right. Let's do miscellaneous for now. Okay. So just got Soul Reaver Remastered 1 and Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered release, so I'm gonna be okay. I think that's enough tags. And gaming. Okay. I've been a big fan of this game since it's pretty much, I found it back in around 2000. Yeah, I'm that old. But storytelling was top notch. Amy Henning of if you played the original Last of Us, the first Last of Us, she was the top writer on that one. And she also did what was that one game? Is that like adventure game? I forget. I don't remember. I apologize. I never played it, so that's why I don't remember it. I'm like, okay. Never really played Last of Us either. The reason I didn't play Last of Us is uh, really I don't like. I'm not as big a fan of games like Last of Us, not because I felt that it was uh, bad per se, but it from what I saw of the gameplay, it looked more like I was playing a movie. Like I was watching a movie and just had interactive cutscenes, kind of like a Telltale game, you know, a little more in depth than a Telltale game, but still, like that was where I was at with that, and it didn't sit well with me. Like I don't like games like that. I like things with a little more. I don't mind cutscenes. Don't get me wrong, um, but they um, you still have to have a decent amount of gameplay that and you're not interrupted by cutscenes basically. So anyway, yeah, Amy Henning's really good head writer there. Uh, anyway, all right, I think I'm about ready. Get some tea. All right, hang on. I gotta fix it. I hook up a new controller. It didn't like that. Gotta reload it. Sorry about that. Real quick. Transition back. I think I have this. Okay. Oh wait, it probably did. What's this bonus? I gotta check out the bonus content first. Okay. Oh, this is stuff from Ben Lincoln, who did Legacy Kane Lost Worlds. Great. All right. We're gonna start with number one, Soul Reaver. Um, this is a sequel to Blood Omen: Legacy of Kain, uh, but I believe originally it was its own game originally, and then they just shoehorned it in. Crystal Dynamics did, because Silicon Knights kind of lost the rights to it, I guess. I don't know. To all the IPs. Anyway, whatever. They still did a really good job. So, all right, we're gonna start a new game.
Cain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once.
See, we got subtitles
as were we all.
on these videos.
However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants.
I'm sure this guy will be perfectly okay. Turn out all right. Loyal servant.
Him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Cain would enter the state of change and emerge.
So in Blood Omen, Legacy of Cain, Cain did not look like that. He looked pale, like a pale human.
The master, our evolution would follow. Until I had the honor.
Like the translucent effect on the wings there. That's pretty cool. So it looks like they remastered the video. There's the Soul Reaver throne there. Oh yeah, the translucency of the wings is a solid add.
Kind of reward. Agony.
Oof.
There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation.
Yep.
I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the lake of the dead. Cast him in. Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell.
I don't know how it's hypocrisy, but okay.
An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Raziel, you are worthy.
And he's stuck in some Lovecraftian hell.
I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Cain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies.
I don't think he's paying attention.
Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Cain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my soul reaver.
Title
my
drop.
Angel of death.
Alright. Let's see what we got. I guess that's his symbol. Those are like... So, don't know what that's meant to mean. Its ruins look pretty old, though. There may be new speculation on the lore of the Elder God with these totems. Alright. Okay. Alright.
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
Alright. So I only have the one portal right now. Get more as I go, progress.
You must visit other gates before this portal will be opened.
That's all I got right now. Let's see. This game's similar to Legend of Zelda in terms of how you progress.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for
That does
blood.
not look
You are
remastered.
changed. Your bloodthirst
That's the
is
older-
replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld
All right.
and consume the souls of your enemies.
Looks like it's suddenly reverted. Yeah, that's more old style.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
That is not a remastered.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Sua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their
Yeah.
feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
And yes, the Elder is... So far, this doesn't seem to be much different from the original game in terms of graphical quality, I have to say.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world.
Right.
This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time. Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
Alright, so that's something I can't do till later. Can't go through there till later.
Young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world.
Right.
Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
Splash.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul scuttling
Alright,
beasts
this
could
is
be
not...
kin of our high
It
blood.
reverted somehow to the non-remastered
Time
version.
stood still for you, Raziel. Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
Alright. Yeah. Let's see if this fixes it. I might have to restart completely. Yeah. Actually, let's do this. Alright, I might have to quit completely, unfortunately, and we'll see if we can get this fixed. So give me a moment. Let's restart it. Because I'm not seeing it remastered, I'm seeing the original graphics of the game. It seemed remastered for a second there. I'll bring it up in a minute. I'm just gonna... Alright, we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison because it doesn't... Yeah.
I know you, Raziel.
Yeah, it's
You
still...
are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this?
Alright, we'll just load this one. Keep going until I figure this out. It doesn't seem to be remastered. You know what I mean? Like, it really doesn't. Just throwing that out there. It seems like this is the original Soul Reaver. You're gonna get a lot of this in this game, by the way, just platforming. Technically, all of this is underwater. I don't mean to fight them. See, there's the surface. Close enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see how it disappears.
Opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. A vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
It already disappeared on me. Yep. Yeah, they ripped them open. Alright, what do I gotta do with this block? Oh.
Your physical prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even
Okay.
massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
And it's gonna be, get used to this part too. Just doing blocks. Lots of block puzzles.
The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Gonna need weapons now. This is an adult, by the way, or a non-fledgling. Although they never really explain how they become fledglings.
The doors of the sanctuary were immovable, either barred from the inside or rusted shut. I would need to find another means of entry.
Okay. There's my other means. Eventually. Sneak attack. Alright, found a portal. I don't think they gave me the remastered version. Like I said, this doesn't seem remastered.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb and the womb of my rebirth.
Quit being so melodramatic, man.
Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
Well, fair to be disappointed. That's a fledgling. Okay. I got bad news for you.
My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
All right. Maybe looking up later after I stream this, what's going on, if it truly was the remastered version or if they screwed up and gave me the non-remastered. Because this definitely looks like the original PC version. Sorry. Go down there in a minute and see what's up here. I'm gonna grab this one. This looks cooler. Resembles like a dark version of the Seraphim Bardics they had. What's this? Oh, it's just a poppy. I think you can pick that up and throw it at enemies and they instantly go into stun mode. That was a cheap shot. I think this is where I go into Malkaya's realm.
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh.
This is not remastered. I don't know what's going on.
Upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
Oh, they look better somehow. Alright, as long as I don't attack humans, they actually can become allies. And they see you killing vampires.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high-born brother? Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here interred?
They give you enough weapons to deal with vampires. Get ready for a lot more of these.
My brother Melchiah was made last, and therefore received the poorest portion of Cain's gift. Although immortal, his soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty. This weakness, it seemed, was passed on to his offspring. Their fragile skins barely contained the underlying decay.
I may review the footage from the beginning to see if this was truly, like, looked better, because it looks like it just shifted poorly. Again, this is not... It's not high quality. These the fledgling? Yeah, these are fledglings. Yeah. I can stand in it. Alright, we're gonna do Soul Reaver 2 now.
Cain refused
All right, I'll do that. Nonsensical. Yes, I posted it on your Discord. Anyway. Okay, spoiler alert for the end of the first game. It's a 20-year-old game.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are...
Alright, I'll at you.
Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
This is
I found the tomb of Sarafan, Kane. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgul from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are open, Kane. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours. You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Go ahead and jump through that portal, man.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Mobius the Time Streamer.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, you old snake.
If you'd prefer I use my bare hands...
Well, this is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
You should.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
You
Are
can.
you so certain of that, Mobius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Cain, some 30 years from now.
Ah, you two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Cain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age.
Yeah, I
My
can relate.
mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
First game.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient.
It's a bit of a
You'll forgive me
retcon,
if I
by the
don't
way.
naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me, sir? Your malefactor, Cain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Cain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me.
Yeah, so do I,
Raziel.
Citizen 4.
Let me
One of the
show
best
you.
video game series, story-wise anyway. For me.
Even now, Cain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Cain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Cain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My
Okay.
soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Everyone in this game seems to, or this series seems to have the ability to teleport, except for
I surveyed my
Raziel.
surroundings and noticed a second time streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
No, it's my controller off. There we go. Let's see, what do we got? Basic, same controls. Yeah. Yeah, so they got this nice little... There's no longer grappling with vampires in this game, because you don't fight vampires in this game. It's all humans and demons. Oh, you can block now, too. Okay. I get a sword. Can I? Do the sword. Totally a vampire. More of a sword guy, you know? End-game cutscene happens here. Spoiler. On this 20-plus-year-old game. I think, yeah, it came out in 2002, I think. 2001, maybe?
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility.
You sure about
and
that?
my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Cain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
Not that kind of defiling. Anything of interest over here? Yeah, 2001. This one's... Yep. I like how the souls in the spectral realm are like skulls.
Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies.
Yep.
I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
Because it's part vampiric. So in the first game, once you get the Soul Reaver, you can only get it when your health is at full power. I don't leave these people alone. I don't need to kill
As
them.
I neared the stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Cain's journey as a fledgling vampire, how Mobius coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement. The Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Cain. I had not thought such a thing was possible, until, of course, Cain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus, the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me, became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long dormant spirit was now fully aroused. And for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity, willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade. But the Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control.
What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap?
How mine? Don't forget it was Cain who led you here, not I. While
Such
you
a liar.
curse me,
God, I hate
the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Cain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
No, he didn't
Listen to me,
make
Raziel.
any errors.
You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Cain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
He might.
I tire of your games, Mobius. Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you. Cain is waiting for me.
Go then, Raziel. Seek Cain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
By my soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
Oh, I doubt that.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
I like that. I see that game mechanic I like better because
So this was the legendary Janos Ordrin, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed.
right.
According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villagers below. His reign of terror ended when the Seraphim finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known
there it
as the
is.
Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Seraphim therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here?
Figured it
Or was
out.
this merely artistic license by the Seraphim, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
All right. Well, now that I have, let's see. I can't say. That's right. I have to like get to save points in this game. I was about to say, like, why? Okay, so that's the original. This is the new one.
Over there! Strange how my history came full circle. This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Seraphim
See,
brethren and myself.
All right.
All of us martyred here.
and then so cruelly profaned by Cain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses. For the first time, I beheld the image of my Seraphan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become. And a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it.
Yeah, see.
All I wanted at this moment was to find Cain and destroy him.
I want you to notice that behind Duma. Who would that be? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna... Since I figured it out, go back to Soul Reaver. Yeah, see?
Beyond the ruins of your former stronghold, and above the gardens of the dead, your brother Melchiah waits.
Okay. Yeah, see, I was like, this is the original. There we go. Turns out hitting one of these buttons does that. So what would you call that? It's one of the thumbstick. Yeah. Guess don't touch it. Alright. To the real world. This. Going backwards? I think I'm going backwards. Maybe? Yeah, this is backwards. I don't know. It's funny how these remastered versions will always have like the originals and then the new style. We did it with Diablo 2 Resurrected as well. There's a button you can click to revert it to the original. Alright, we got some water. And now we don't. Alright, let's look around here, since we're down here. So I can't hit that till later. Yeah, this is something I can't do. You have to be at full health, by the way, to move to the material plane. Probably should just shifted. I don't care. Go away. How far do they follow you? Don't run! Haven't encountered any vampire race yet. Alright, that's something I can't go through either. Until I kill Melchiah. There's no point in killing them constantly because they will always respawn. Alright, how do I... Alright, he's running, I don't care. Go away. So the question is, how do I get back up there? Is it here? It's probably here. Huh. What's this block for? I have no clue what the block's for. It's isolated to this area. I forgot. It's been a while since I've done this. About that later. I do need to cross this. Yeah, it's like there's like a entryway there. See, I gotta knock over this block too and then drop it up. Yeah. Alright. Alkaya's people aren't anything to sneeze at. Of course, if I play stupidly, I could die, so... Can't move these tunes. Alright, so see how this guy's dead? That means there's gonna be a vampire.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm.
Yep.
When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters
I like how
of
they look.
souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
Alright, where do I go? They told me to shift here. Can't go through there. Oh. That's right. Oh, I know. Yeah. It's block puzzles. got some scales. Lots of Melchium down there. You can see him. Oh. Yeah, ready for a lot of this, folks. Up there. It's been far too long since I've done this. Right. Can't move the block in the spectral realm, by the way. Let's see how it looks. That in the butt. By the way, if I had resurrected that Melchium down there, the Vampire Wraith would have become like a upgraded version. All right. Am I supposed to be able to? Oh, I think I know. I have to like. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Got it. Alright, how many more? Come on. Alright. I will say the remastered version looks so much better. As it should. Can't just flip it up this little ledge. I have to go through the whole bottom there. Grab this. So they seem to gestate. Underground like that. That's where I came in. Being okay, but have a crazy idea. Yep, that's how we do it. Off back in. And I just fall. Platforming, people. It's before they had camera angles, proper points. So sometimes you weren't sure where you were going. Alright. And sometimes the controls were too sensitive. Come on. That was bullcrap. Welcome to Soul Reaver. There we go. Okay. Ah. Right. Flip it around. Forward. Don't need a torch. Right, back here. All that just to get this frickin' block down. Come on. He eats the souls. Take this for now. And you're going. There's always convenient sunlight, other things. Just so the way they had to design this game is they had to design it like 3 panels ahead or something. See, you took one out. Not really. There we go. Why was it not letting me do that? See, and they'll worship you now. And you can actually feed on them a bit. If you kill them, though, they just run from you after that. This level is sprawling. I'm gonna have to call it a night soon. Yeah, I think I need to call it a night. Okay. Alright. So, that was Soul Reaver Remastered. Pretty good so far. Anyway, I appreciate everyone watching. I really do. Thank you all. Citizen JV. Is that Roman numerals or is it initials? Whatever. Nonsensical. Thanks for chatting with me for a bit here. You all